Well, here's a frightening statistic. One person dies from malignant brain cancer every 8 hours in this country. But sadly, there's just not a lot of research being done to find out why or to find a cure. Dr. Charlie Teo is trying to change that, and he's giving hope to thousands of brain cancer patients like Alex Dunkley.
I'm 27, I live in Adelaide. Outside of work, I love hanging out with all my friends. We've got a really close group of friends, which is good. They're all, make me really happy and always have a lot of fun together. I love my life, I love my family and my friends. On the 19th of December last year, I woke up at about 6 o'clock in the morning and just felt really queasy in my stomach. I just thought maybe I had a stomach ache or a stomach bug, so I just sort of ran off to the toilet just to be sick, and Mum got up and came out. She came down and I was half in, half out of our bath, having a seizure. Basically within 2 days I'd had a CAT scan, another MRI which showed that I had the tumour up in my left temporal lobe.
Alex was told she had just 12 months to live, but she wanted a second opinion and went to Dr. Charlie Teo.
Within a week he'd rung and said, come to Sydney and we'll look at it, which basically meant that I would be able to have surgery with him.
The day after meeting Dr. Teo, Alex was in surgery, but there were still huge risks, with the tumour sitting on the part of the brain that controls Alex's speech.
What they were really looking at was that it was quite possible I'd wake up and not be able to speak at all, and that it would just be something that I'd hopefully be able to sort of grow back with speech therapy and that sort of thing.
It's a terrible decision for a young girl to have to make. It's unfair that you have to, at the prime of your life, decide whether you want to speak or whether you want to live. And very bravely and very confidently she said, I want to live as long as possible, do whatever you have to do. We'll just do a temporal lobectomy to start off with. That one, thanks.
I woke up and the first thing I tried to do was speak, and I could speak like I'm speaking now.
Incredibly, Alex was out of hospital the very next day and getting ready to go home to Adelaide.
It's just been life-inspiring for me, like what he's done for me. I could never even put into words, I could never say enough thanks. Probably make me cry instead. He's just amazing.
He sure is, and I'm pleased to say that Dr. Charlie Teo joins us now. Good morning to you, Charlie.
Morning, Lisa.
Always lovely to see you. An incredible story. How is Alex doing?
She's doing very well, yeah. We still haven't, the pathology hasn't returned yet, so we're not quite sure what grade the tumour is, but it's probably going to be malignant, yeah.
One person dying every 8 hours in this country. Is that on the increase?
It is, unfortunately. It's increasing in not only developed countries but also developing countries. All around the world, brain cancer is increasing. It's
also the leading cause of cancer death in kids.
Yeah, I think that's the most compelling message that I'd like to get across, that, you know, cancer is very bad in whoever it occurs in, but brain cancer kills more children than any other cancer. It kills more young people than any other cancer. It kills more people under the age of 39 than any other cancer.
And more women.
More women under the age of 35 than any other cancer.
Why is it on the increase? We've heard a lot of talk in recent years with our increased use of mobile phones that there is a link there. Why do you think it's on the increase?
Well, you see, that's the number one question. We don't know. Not enough studies have been performed. We don't know the demographic completely of brain cancer patients, and because without the funding you're not going to find out the causes. I personally think that there may be a link, but I mean, I'd really like to know. And the only way to know, of course, is to do the studies. So how do we get more money raised to make sure that the research funds are there? Because we know with things like breast cancer, we've discovered that if you can get the funds for the research, you can find some of the answers, get that early diagnosis. So what can people do? Oh, yeah, no, there's a great template. You're right. You know, the more money you put into something, the more you'll get out of it. Leukemia, for example, only a 10% mortality now versus a 90% mortality years ago. So, yeah, we need more awareness. This is what Brain Cancer Action Week's all about. It starts on the 5th of May. Starts with our ball, the Cure for Life Foundation ball, and we want to try and basically get the message out there that, that you know, brain cancer is a neglected cancer. It's killing young people, it's killing more kids than any other cancer. We want to get that message out, and I think the public would then support putting more funding into it. And you've got some merchandise as well? Yeah, I've brought something along. What is that? I can see you sitting there with it. Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm not one of these young trendy types, but anyway, it's a hypertube, and you can do all sorts of things with it, like put on your head, right, and hide baldness, for example. So I thought that maybe Peter might.
Okay.
So I brought one.
He doesn't need to wear a red bandana all the time. That's great cause to get behind.
It's labelled with Cure for Life, and it's we're going to sell them to try and raise money.
Fantastic. You do incredible work in this country, Charlie, and we are all in debt to you. But let's make sure we can get those funds happening.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Thank you for that. And you can show your support by donating to the cause. Head to Cure for Life, the Cure for Life Foundation website at cureforlife.org.au.